Welcome back to another unexpectedly random product review. Today we've wandered down the chip aisle. And in the chip aisle we found a couple of items that you may have seen commercials and advertisements for already. Lay's Layers. We have sour cream and onion and 3 cheese. They're a fascinating little chip. It's almost like an onion ring here, but then it's got a layer inside of it. I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to accomplish with that. It is still a potato chip. And on the back here it says bite-sized layers, crispy layers, tasty layers. So maybe it's supposed to be like a Pillsbury biscuit that's covered in layers. Yeah, there's not much to it except to jump on in, I guess. The bag design is kind of neat. It stands out from the other chip bags on the aisle, so it draws attention to it. That's a good thing, I think. The smell isn't very strong. They look like bugles, kind of. So when you pull them out, you can see it's got ridges on it around the sides, which I assume is because of how it's extruded or something. There seems to be a fair amount of seasoning on it. You can see by the onion or the chives on there. And they look, let's see if I can do this without tipping it over. They look pretty consistent as far as the seasoning goes. They are very crispy. The flavor's not very strong. I get a lot of the sour cream flavor and not a lot of the onion, which is probably a good thing in this case because the onion flavor could quickly overwhelm. The potato, it tastes a lot more like, almost like a Lay's Stacks. They've got it's the Lay's version of Pringles. Or the baked chips, the baked Lay's, where they've got it's like the mushed up potato that they then extrude into flat patties and then bake them or dry them or however they do it. Um, like a potato flake based thing, which I guess is consistent because the ingredients, which my camera is not going to focus on, first ingredient is dried potatoes, which is different from like regular Lay's chips. They are a little similar to like Bugles, if you've had Bugles. The texture is very similar to Bugles too. They almost feel like they dissolve in your mouth, which as a dried potato based potato chip, it's not surprising. Flavor wise, they're decent. I'm not a big sour cream and onion fan, so for me, it's not as exciting. It's not overwhelming by any means, but you can still taste it. It's still distinctly a sour cream and onion chip. Would I go out of my way to hunt these down? No, probably not. More so because of the flavor and just personal preference than actually having an issue with the chip itself. Now this one, I'm looking forward to this one. 3 cheese flavored layers. What I'm imagining here is basically a cheesy bugle. And I hope that's the case. It smells a lot like a mild au gratin chip. As far as the seasoning, it's still not a very strong fragrance coming off of them. The seasoning on these is a little more patchy. The light's terrible there, so it's probably not going to work. I can fix this. Watch me do this. Ah, there we go. It's kind of the seasoning coverage is a little bit patchy on these. See, like that one in the back is really covered, but some of the ones in the front are kind of spotty, which probably just part of the manufacturing process, to be honest, but it can make for a different experience when you're trying them. Again, it's got the ridges on it, like the other one did. It's not very good. That's kind of sad. I was hopeful. I thought for sure that being a 3 cheese, it would be okay. It's not got a lot of flavor, and I think that's the biggest problem. There's a little bit of a tanginess to it that I assume is probably from the cheese, but it's not very strong. It's even less flavorful than the sour cream and onion ones were. It mostly just tastes like a tangy dried potato flake. They're not very salty. There's still 200 milligrams of salt per serving, but yeah, they're not. I'm not impressed. Flavor wise, these were better, but I don't see myself going and looking to pick these out for a snack or for any purpose other than just to try them the first time, because I'm a first time trier, and sometimes you find great new things doing that. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. It's kind of another sad one after the last one. I'm hoping things will improve with the next video that you can catch on our channel over the coming days, hopefully, if I get stuff uploaded properly again. Check out our moon cheese video where we reviewed these crazy things. There may be a link in the description. There may not. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. It's still on the channel there. It should be the one posted recently, close to this one. Anyway, I'm rambling. Maybe this is just too much fun for me. But that'll wrap it up for this video. Until next time, stay random.